down for one night like I got 3 strikes.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a summer's favorites, and I'm super excited because I usually don't do favorites videos. I just feel like I never really have favorites to discuss with you guys, but this summer I have had a couple of go-to products that I've always used and was like my go-to every single day. And some of the products you guys seen because I use them in my videos very frequently, and some products you guys didn't see because I didn't use them in my video. So these range from fragrances to makeup to skincare. So let's just get into it now. So the first favorites that I want to share with you guys is my skincare. I'm fairly new to this company. It's the Soap and Glory company. I've heard about it, but I've never purchased anything from it. And I went into Dwayne Reed's one day and I found this there, it's a Face and Soap Clarity Vitamin C facial wash, and it's natural with superfruit yuzu, which I've never heard of a day in my life. But I'm like, hey, I try everything on my face, why not try this? And honestly, it was the best $10 that I think I've ever spent on any facial product. I'm usually the person that gravitates towards more expensive products because I feel like they work the best. Like, why would they be expensive if they don't work? But this thing here really cleared up my face so much. I was having little hormonal breakouts, and this literally, like, even without makeup, like, my face literally glows, and I know it's because of this. And along with this, I also use their Scrub Your Nose in It 2-minute T-Zone Detox Scrub, which has the same superfruit yuzu in it. And basically, you literally do what it says, which is to just scrub your nose in it. Literally, and you just scrub I scrub it on my nose and my T-zone area because that's where I get the most oily, and that's where I have the biggest pores, so it's easier for those pores to get clogged. And it dries up, and then you wash it off, and then you put on your facial moisturizer. Now when it comes to facial moisturizers, I didn't really have one that I went to all the time. I did use this Nivea Smooth Indulgence Macadamia Nut Oil hand cream for my face. It's very, very, very moisturizing, and during the summertime my face is oily, but I like when my face is moisturized. It just makes my skin glow and I look, radiant. So I use this with my hands, my legs, my face, my whole body if the container was big enough. But as you can see, I ran through this. This is like my 3rd or 4th bottle that I used this with. If you guys can't guess what my favorite foundation was this whole entire summer, you guys didn't watch my videos. Because my favorite foundation definitely had to be the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I lived for this foundation. It just gave my skin the most perfect glow ever, and it was like I just didn't want to try any other foundation. And even though the cartone was a little bit too dark for me, I didn't want to try anything else because I'm like, this just works the best. Like, my skin looks so glowy, and even though I had, oily skin, I still gravitated towards that for reasons I don't know why. And then I did my back to school. This is fairly recent. However, I was trying these products before. The Black Opal True Color Pore Perfecting Liquid Foundation. I have to mix them. I just have the skin where I have to mix a lot of my products. So I had to mix these 2 foundations together to get my perfect shade. But I do love this foundation. It's like worth it. It's a drugstore foundation. It covers so well. But my only thing that I didn't really like about it was the fact that it kind of smelled like clay. If you know how Play-Doh smells, this smelled like Play-Doh. It smells like Play-Doh because the smell did not go away. The smell does go away after you put on your foundations and everything and stuff, but the first application, it just kind of hits you and you're just like, I was not ready for this, like I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. But other than that, it is a very good foundation. I would recommend everyone to go and get this. Like, literally, what was it, like $5 or $6 for this? I love it. I have it on. No, I don't have it on today. I'm lying. But I have been wearing it nonstop since I bought it. I used it in my back to school makeup tutorial, and I really do love this foundation, and it is something that has kind of taken over my sheer glow. And I think the reason why I did that was because it's not a matte finish, but it isn't a oily, shiny finish either. It's kind of like a silk finish, if that makes sense. Like, it has a little sheen to it, but it isn't oily. I don't look like I just baked myself in canola oil or whatever. So that's it for foundations. And you guys know my favorite primers definitely had to be my Makeup Forever Step 1 mattifying primer and my Tarte Clean Slate Poreless primer. These two things were my babies, and they're still my babies. You know, during the fall season, my skincare routine, my priming face routine when it comes to makeup really doesn't change because my face just stays oily. But sometimes during the winter, depending on how harsh the winter is, my face can get dry. So I have to just prepare myself and buy primers that are that illuminize your skin and is hydrating your skin, because I do get patchy around my T-zone area, which is usually oily in the summertime. So, but for right now and my whole entire summer, these two were my favorites, like literally to die for. A little bit expensive, but it was worth it for me. You don't have to go out and get it, but for me, I bought them 3, 4, 5 times my bank account. You know, this summer my bank account was doing a little bad, and as I'm looking at these items here and counting how many times I bought them, now I realize why I went so many days hungry and broke. But you know, we've learned. You live and you learn, and I haven't learned yet, but yeah. Now the next favorites that I want to share with you guys is my eyebrows. I usually always use the Dip Brow pomade, and I've always used that when it came to doing my eyebrows. It's the first thing that I learned to do my eyebrows with when I got into doing my eyebrows, because I naturally have thick brows. However, I don't know why I go and get them waxed like I did now, and my brows without this product on is so much more thinner than this because I waxed them. And I hate it. I don't know why I wax my brows, because I hate it every single time because they never do it the way I want to. I always say clean it up, don't take nothing off, but they want to take your whole entire brow off and make you look like that. But along with the Dip Brow, I've also been using the Ebony Duo powder that looks like this. I've been using these two together, and they've really been like the holy grail for my brows. They've been saving me through this horrid time with growing my brows back out. But yeah, these two are they have been my favorites before summer, but all throughout summer, these are the two that I've really been using. And sometimes I just use the powder by itself when I want a more, you know, natural look with my brows. Along with that, my my favorite for my lashes. My lashes. Oh, my lashes. I don't have any of them anymore, obviously, because I used them out. Is the Ardell Demi Wispies and Wispies. I use the Wispies when I want a more dramatic look, and I use the Demi Wispies for my everyday look, but those were definitely my go-to. I ran through those packs of lashes so quick. I reused a lot of them. Like Duo Lash Glue, honestly, I feel like this is everyone's favorite. Everyone uses it. I was kind of introduced to this when I was really young by my aunt, because she used to always wear lashes. She never wore makeup, but she always wore lashes, and this is what she always used to use. So when I got into wearing makeup, this is what I started using, and it's what I've always been using. Some people use hair glue. I don't feel like that's safe. It's meant for your hair, so if that gets into your eyes, you can really kind of damage your eyes. But you know, to each his own, and it may not be mine, but it could be yours. It could work for you. It doesn't work for me. I just don't want to try it and take the risk. Another favorite is my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Like, honestly, I love this. This is my second one, which is like, literally, if you guys can tell, it's like gone. Look at this. It's like gone. And I just went and bought another one. This makes my makeup stay so long. I don't know what I did before this translucent setting powder. Like, I don't know what I did, but my makeup just stays flawless. It stays on so much longer. I don't, my face doesn't get as oily as it usually does when I'm using this. When I don't use this, I look like a grease ball. Sad to say, but I do. But this is really, it's, you know, I always thought that it was just a hype, you know, like people were just saying, oh yeah, buy this or whatever, especially like higher beauty gurus who get sent free products. But a lot of people who were buying this with their money were like, this is such a good thing, like you need to go and get it. So I'm like, hey, why not try it? And it's really the best thing that I could have used this whole entire summer, especially those hot days in New York when it was like almost 100 degrees. This was the savior of a lifetime. Now, you guys know how I am, how I feel about my Benefits They're Real mascara. I don't know what it is about this, but it just brings lashes from nowhere and place them on my eyes, and I all of a sudden have lashes. I go from bald, naked mole rat to Kim Kardashian lashes with extensions. Like this really, I mean, it works for me. Everyone has different mascaras. I do have other mascaras that I've tried, but I always gravitate towards this. And I think it's just because it's my favorite. So I just am kind of, yeah. Now when it comes to lips, these three little babies here, these tiny little NYX butter glosses were my go-to all entire summer. I did not wear any other lip color but these three. I used like a brown lip liner, and I put on the first, this is the combo. You have to put on Ginger Snap first, and then you put on Praline, and then you put on Tiramisu right in the middle. These three lip glosses, butter glosses, were my go-to. I did not put on another lip. I could put on another lip in the beginning of the day, and by the end of the day, these three glosses were on my lip. Like everyone knew me from my nude lips this summer because that's just all I wore. It went with every single look. It was super easy. I didn't have to worry about, oh, it chipping here or looking bad. At the end of the day, it's lip gloss. You just put more on. But yeah. And when it came to taking off my makeup, this Garnier Skin Active Clean Purifying Oil-Free Cleansing Towelette was my go-to. I usually use the Neutrogena makeup remover, but that leaves my face a little oily, and sometimes I feel like it irritates my skin. And certain days, you know, certain summer nights when you're out with your friends, you come home and you don't feel like washing your face. That's just too much. And this little bad boy made my face feel so clean, like I can feel that there was no more makeup left on my face. And like I would use probably 2 wipes. I used the first wipe and try to take off as much as I can, and the second one was to take off the rest of the makeup, and my face just felt like it can actually breathe again, like when you wash your face. So for the nights when I didn't feel like washing my face, this was my go-to. And even the nights that I did wash my face, I still use this because I felt like it cleaned my face the best. And the fact that it had charcoal in it, people who have oily skin, charcoal really pulls out the dirt and oils that's in your face. Everyone has dirt and oils. Don't say that you don't, okay? We are human beings, okay? We have dirt and oils that produce from our skin from nowhere, okay? So this here really is a lifesaver, and I feel like everyone should get it. It's my summer favorites. It'll be my winter favorites. It'll be my all-time favorites. I love it. Now, my last favorites that I want to share with you guys, and you know, I was very skeptical about sharing this because it's like my signature scent, and everyone that knows me knows that I smell like this. I used to work at my other job, and everywhere that I went, even in school, people were like, oh my god, I knew that you were here because I could smell you. And it's because of these 2 bad boys here. It's my Ralph Lauren Tender Romance and my Dolce & Gabbana Rosa Excelsa. I don't know how to say it, but it smells like flowers. And this one, I don't even know what it smells like, but if you look at this bottle compared to this. But what I always did was I sprayed this all over my body, and then I put a little spritz of this, like, you know, in 3 areas or whatever, and the 2 together was just like so beautiful. I got so many compliments on how good I smelled, and I have to go and get a refill of this today because I don't know, like, I don't know what I'm going to do without it. Like when it finishes, it's just so hard. Like I've been trying not to use it because I don't want it to finish because it is kind of expensive. Like it's Ralph Lauren, Dolce & Gabbana. I mean, this one, I don't need to buy another one yet. I feel like it's going to last me a little while because I don't use it as much. It's very strong. That's why I mix it with this because this is more of a sweeter scent. but the two together really gives me my signature scent, and everyone knows me for it. So yeah, so that's all of my favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more favorite videos or like hauls and things like that, like leave them down below. Like you guys, I feel like you guys are like scared to leave me suggestions. Like let me know what you want to see. These videos are for you guys, okay? It's for me a little bit because it gives me someone to talk to, because you know I'm lonely, but these videos are for you. So let me know what you want to see next, and I hope you guys have a good day. See you in my next video.
Hold me down for one night like I got 3 strikes.
Call me, ain't call me, just